Oh my goodness. Yes, it's that time. It's anytime. Alright. Yeah, we get to watch Anytime versus GoRush. Oh, excited to see another PVZ. Anytime crushed. Oh, who did he crush in the last round? Oh man, it was awesome. He's just so solid. Is the sound and everything working, Andrew? Are we in business? Arcadia is the map. Oh man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he played GG play last round. Beat him. Round of 8. Let's do this. Oh yeah, they are ballers. Amazing. GoRush, GoRush. I don't want to call him GG play. GoRush. Let's do this. Oh man. So, super impressed by Anytime last week. Had some great maneuvers around Shin Peaks of Baekdu, just totally forcing GG play to get out of position and then taking that high ground and stomping all over him. It was awesome. Today we'll have to see if he's able to dismantle GoRush. I'm curious which one of these Zergs would have been ranked higher at this time. GoRush. What has he done back in 2006? GoRush. Yeah, probably GoRush, right? 2005, he got second in a KT Premier League. 2004, he won a MSL. 2005, he got 4th. So yeah, really solid Zerg player. Anytime, like we mentioned last week, this guy has been a staple of the Pro League, of MSL, OSL. Maybe not ever dominating, but he just kind of stuck around forever. He won a 2005 OSL. So he's already got a championship under his belt. Okay, what map was this? Arcadia? So Arcadia. What do we know about Arcadia? This is the really weird or really easy to take third base, right? The third and the natural have one choke, one shared choke. Quite a big map. Okay, I haven't been paying attention to builds. I don't see a pool yet. Overlord's already out, so it looks like he wants a 12 hatch? Is that... That's what it looks like we're seeing. Sending out that drone, but I think Anytime's going to try and prevent it. Bringing out the second drone. I imagine he really wants that gas expansion, but I think he's going to go ahead and take the mineral only for now. Some fans. Can we see what they're cheering for? So this is going to probably be a Nexus first, right? He feels totally safe to do that. And then likely to follow with the Forge and the Cannons, and well, probably Forge and Gateway. Can he be that? I think so, right? They both scouted each other first, which is surprising on a 4-player map. You don't necessarily expect that. Just variance. So it looks like GoRush does want that third hatchery. We don't see a gas yet. That would really be the clue. And yeah, check this out. So he actually went Gateway first and then the Forge second. So feeling confident enough to do that, that's fantastic. And it looks like GoRush, is he gonna, oh my goodness, this is so annoying. I love the hold position, and he does get the hatchery up. So a bit of a nuisance probe, but all in good fun, I think. I'm not a Zerg player, so I can't be angry about it. I mean, I can be angry about SCVs dying to probes, but blocking drones. I guess they occasionally like block your factory or something, which is really annoying. A really forward cannon, and so it's definitely vulnerable. We see 4 lings coming out for GoRush, and yeah, 6 lings, 8 lings. Oh boy, I think GoRush wants something here. He's not gonna have speed though. I think he finally dropped down that gas after getting that 3rd hatch, but I think Anytime's gonna want a 2nd cannon here. I guess probably the Zealot's gonna be out. Yeah, pulling a couple probes with the Zealot. Maybe he feels safe. The Zealot's a lot earlier than usual since he got the gateway first. Yeah, and it looks like GoRush is bringing those lings back. Maybe just hoping to get a extra cannon built. I don't think Anytime fell for it though. So, super solid play. Love it. Posturing is aggressive, and then yeah, seems good. Seems good. Still no link speed, so we're gonna have to see. I think we saw GG play. GG play, sort of playing what seemed kind of standard, I think. Doesn't seem like Zurich has really been changed, really hasn't changed that much. 3 Zealots up, and it looks like he's sort of creeping pylons forward. Is that lings? No, not speed yet. Yeah, so starting that lair. We're gonna have to see if he rushes up to Spire. We definitely saw Corsairs in the round of 16, so Corsairs seem at least standard, but we saw big gateway plays, big groups of Zealots with speed running around, +1 weapons. That seems to be the sort of standard way to play. And we saw double Stargate Corsair in one game. So really worried about that Mutalisk switch. Yeah, Citadel of Doom. I don't think we've seen a Stargate, have we? That's a little surprising. I mean, the tech is going to be pretty late, 3 hatch. But without a Stargate, you gotta think he's gonna be worried here. Maybe they just haven't shown it yet? Is that possible? Yeah, super far forward cannon. There's the Stargate. So he doesn't even have a single Corsair yet. The Spire's already on the way. So I think he's gonna have to rely on cannons to sort of rush up to that rush up the Corsair count. And GoRush, yeah, sending out another drone. Gonna go secure likely another main, right? Kind of want the main and natural. You can leave the mineral only, but you definitely want the gas expansions. And Anytime taking a 3rd. Oh my goodness. So this is like fast tech, fast expansion. That's crazy as a Protoss player to get. Is it really that valuable? I guess if you're going heavy Zealot styles, heavy gateway styles, it is going to be more valuable. This Corsair though should be careful. Oh, the Spire's not even finished yet. Look at that. Yeah, so maybe this 3 hatch is slower than I thought. Anytime sees it all, and so he's going to certainly know how to react from the incredible amount of practice games I'm sure he played for this. Finding one Overlord, trying to get into the base, and 2 Corsairs out now for Anytime. Gonna pick off 1 Overlord, and that's great. Those lings just sitting outside the natural, and it looks like he wants to take the 12 o'clock. Not necessarily taking another main as of yet. And I guess that makes a lot of sense. It is quite far from our Protoss player. Gonna be hard to get up there. And I wonder how the ramps work out on this map. I can't quite recall. It looks like they go off to the left side, so maybe it's easy to defend the attack path. There might be a double ramp though, so. What else is going on here? A couple more cannons back in the main. Scouting around with that Scourge, seeing if we can get anything. I think we saw that Forge spinning. So it does look like he wants to continue with this sort of gateway Zealot man aggression we saw in the last round. And yeah, those Corsair, or that Corsair is a little vulnerable. Maybe he really wants to see the expansion timing, so he's just risking 1 Corsair. So they're pointing out the 3 gateways and range, or this air weapons, of course, yeah, air weapons. I would imagine. I mean, against a player getting Spire, and no way. This doesn't seem normal, right? Rushing up to Hive here. Now, why is this the choice? So he's got his 4th and his 5th base. He did take another natural. Okay. So, and adding more hatcheries. And then double, triple, oh my goodness. So what does this mean? Does this just mean he's so rich he needs stuff to spend it on? And anytime's gonna, I mean, he's gonna start getting aggressive here pretty soon. He's seen everything. Gonna try and push this Overlord away, which could be interesting, but we haven't seen anything like Dark Templar attack. Yeah, and the Observatory's coming out in case there's lurkers. Picking off those Scourge, right on. So now starting to mass Hydralisk. Okay, so he's on, what's that, 6 hatcheries? At this point. Templar Archives is coming down. Okay, okay. Now, this could be for High Templar, of course. But we did see him add a couple Dark Templars in his army in the round of 16. Oh yeah. So does he have the upgrade advantage right now? He does. So +1 weapon's definitely going to turn those Lings into nothing. And he is just going to try and kill all of the Overlords here. Look at how many Overlords are evaporating. And these Zealots, oh my goodness, the Zealots are really the meat shields of this Corsair army, just hunting down all of those Overlords. It looks like he's not going to bust here or anything, but certainly doing a little bit of damage. I don't know, there is a Zealot over, no, he's not, I don't think he got any drones there. But you gotta imagine the amount of Hydralisk being made right now is gonna at least set anytime up for a later game. Not making drones, and yeah, 4 more gateways, man, these players are so rich right now. Does he get some? He does. Okay, those Zealots are gonna target fire the hatchery. And yeah, getting this hatchery would be a pretty big deal. Is he going to focus? There's like a couple, yeah, he just turns around and focuses the hatchery. I think he's going to get it. Look at these Zealots, or these Hydralisks running in, but he is microwaving those Zealots, going to get the hatchery, and this is awesome for any time. So picking up a hatchery and only losing a handful of Zealots, that's far better than his, I think, the bust on the natural. And now, look at this distance. He's just going to run in with a ton of Zealots, and the army's totally out of position. These Hydralisks are going to get slaughtered, and I think as long as he still has this upgrade advantage, the Lings are going to be basically useless here. Look at those Lings just disappearing. A pool of blood at the ramp. Can he get some damage on the... No, I think he's going to... Is he going to run back on the Hydralisk? It looks like the upgrades have finished. One's finished for Carapace and melee damage, and he is just going to take off. So getting some damage in. There's a bunch of Overlords moving up to the right-hand corner, so I'm not sure why that's going on, but yeah, just still relying on the Zealots. So we don't see any kind of... There's the first High Templar. So we are starting to see a transition from the mass Zealot, and it looks like the Corsair count's actually getting pretty low, only 4. And there's the Dark Templar. All right. All right, anytime. So much later DTs than we imagined from like a Bisu style build, but he got a lot of Overlord kills, so I'm sure at least to some degree GoRush is sort of scrambling to remake those Overlords and spread them out. I think we saw that huge group over to the far. Yeah, so I don't think this is a drop. Is he just trying to hide the Overlords? Storm going off on those Lings, but it does hit quite a few of the Zealots here. Yeah, maybe he's just hiding a huge group of Overlords. 1-1 now finished for ranged melee and Carapace. But Anytime now has some High Templars mixed in with this Zealot army. And just going around still picking off Overlords. So this is really annoying for GoRush. I'm surprised he hasn't made any kind of like Spore Colony or anything, just to protect those. Storm coming down, we don't... Oh, beautiful Storm actually, hitting so much there. I'm not sure if GoRush really wants to be aggressive here. Adding on some Archons and even more Zealots. Oh my goodness, look at how many Zealots there are. Probably like 30. That is a ton of Zealots, and this army's going to actually be cut off. Running into the natural, great Storm hitting a lot of the Lings. So much damage being done. Can you get some High Templars to those Hydralisks? And some of the Zealots over to the right side are kind of vulnerable, but a great Storm on top of like 6 or 7 Hydralisks, definitely softening them up for the Zealots to get up there. And it's kind of interesting. I'm not sure if this is going too well, but the reinforcements are definitely going to, yeah, cut off the Hydralisks. He's trying to connect them up to the right-hand side, but now the Archons are getting on top of those Hydralisks. There are not many Hydralisks left. Great. Well, it does kill the Corsair, but I think it at least did some damage to those. Are those cracklings? So is this why he's rushing Hive again? It looks like those Lings are upgraded to cracklings, which, yeah, is certainly going to be great, right? 3 Archons at this point, but he doesn't have... Okay, some reinforcements coming to connect up to this initial force, and even more. So how many... How many gateways does he have? We saw 4 at the natural. I imagine there's at least another, yeah, 5 in the main. So 9 gateways. I don't think that Forge is spinning. Does he have +2 weapons yet? I mean, Crackling's already done, so they're just so great. But these Archons, great positioning, just sitting right behind that Zealot wall, but the Lurkers are out. He does have an Observer sitting there, so I think he can bust these Lurkers. They're not in the greatest position. They really don't have much backup. The Lings are all dead, and now he's just sitting totally uncontested in the natural. Some Lings popping out, but man, I think Archons are pretty darn good against those Lings, and the more reinforcements running in. Oh my goodness, I think Anytime's just got this, doesn't it? This is amazing. So rushing up to that Hive Tech, but I don't think it really helped him here. Now rallying in some High Templars. I mean, there's a lot of units spawning from those hatcheries, but there's gotta be at least a wave of 9 or so Zealots just sprinting across the map every cycle. Yeah, and the Lings look like they're pretty good when they're fighting the Zealots, but the Archons are kind of like vacuum cleaners here, just mop. I guess yeah, just cleaning up what's left here. Defiler, Ultralisk, it's all done. I mean, he only lost 1 base, and it looks like he has taken the main, and now the Zealots are focus firing the Evo chamber, but look at that gulp from GoRush. I think he knows. I mean, the Ultralisk starting to pop out. Ultralisk are just sitting at 2-2, I believe, so he didn't finish that Carapace upgrade yet. And now all of his tech is just being killed. Oh my goodness, I think GoRush knows what's going on here. Trying to wall in, I mean, that's great sunken placement. Doesn't matter though. Oh no, these drones. Yeah, look at those carcasses. Oh my goodness. So many drones just being killed by those 2 Archons. And yeah, I think, oh boy. GoRush knows, man. He knows. This party has ended, unfortunately. And so I think we see 2-2 upgrades, 2 armor, 2 attack from Anytime. And I guess you'd call that a timing, right? I mean, it basically became non-stop aggression ever since he got High Templars and Storm. And now all the tech's gone. Oh my goodness, I can't believe GoRush is still in this game, right? This is amazing. There he goes, GG. So really not getting up. I mean, he got the Ling upgrade at Hive Tech, but the Ultralisks and everything was just too late. Anytime hitting that timing before the Hive Tech units really came out and got into the fight. I think he desperately made some Lurkers there, but he kind of really skipped the Lurker tech, which I think is peculiar. Really wanting to get up to Hive really quickly, but and then he just, I mean, the rush distance was so short, right? The Zealots just reinforcing so quickly. Smashing through that natural. Oh, we get to see a game on Tau Cross. Awesome. I do love this map. I really wish I could play it on ladder. I mean, I think maybe Protoss players don't. It's not the easiest wall in, right? For a Forge expand. Maybe easier to play gateway styles. Okay. Man, look at this. This is the round of 8. And it's in like a stadium. It's absurd, right? A round of 8? This many people coming out for it? That's quarterfinals. Like it looks huge. 2006? My goodness. StarCraft was huge. Huge. Insanity. We have our, is that orange? I think orange toss spawning at the bottom. red Zerg spawning in the top. We're gonna have to see. Like, I do think this map is gonna be more of a Zerg map. Like, it's just so open, right? It's hard to sort of wall in on this map. I feel like Protoss players really kind of under duress trying to get up the natural. The third is also really open, but I think at that point the game maybe becomes more even. Fighting in the big wide open areas is maybe tough. But I guess it does flip around, right? If you're playing big zealot styles, those wide open areas can actually be great. So once we see the gateways, the zealot speed, all of that kind of stuff, Protoss are probably feeling a lot more comfortable. Okay, so let me see if I understand my builds. This looks like an overpool, right? No overlord. So 9 pool? Yeah, 9 pool makes the spawning pool, makes another drone. Now he's probably started that overlord to finish right when the pool finishes, I imagine? Or am I crazy? Is the overlord already out? I don't see it, right? We see something over at his natural, so... And he's going to scout it first. Now, why did he get this? It looked like he scouted to the left side, but then he turned around. So I wonder if because he didn't see a overlord, he knew where the position was, and he's dropping the forge right away. We saw last game him really adapt, going Nexus first, then Gateway. But this is a very different opening from the Zerg player. Yeah, Overlord's done. How many lings is going to make? And oh my goodness, dropping the pylon there just to be annoying. So this probably prevents Zerg from doing like something like a 12 hatchery. Oh, so it lets lings through, but the drone can't get through? Oh my goodness. Brood War, you are so hilarious. So adding 2 cannons, then the gateway. I don't think he's even made his Nexus yet, right? So this is all before the Nexus? So he's definitely feeling the pressure, pulling 3 drone, 4 probes, 5, 6. Oh my goodness, 1 probe goes down. Oh yeah, those Zerglings are really target firing. 3 probes down already. Man, this seems like a lot of damage, doesn't it? Those photon cannons still are not done. He's really just trying to stop. Oh my goodness, yeah, he cancels one of the photon cannons because it's not going to do anything. But 4 lings make it in. And they've already killed 3 probes. This is a crazy amount of damage, right? This is what I was talking about. In the early game, this map seems really annoying for a Protoss player, but things change once we get to the mid-game. I think. I'm not sure. I certainly imagine this to be a Zerg map, but... Oh my goodness, this is so annoying. 4 lanes just ran... And I don't think he started his Nexus, right? Am I wrong? Oh my goodness. Oh, great probe drill, actually. He does get 1. Oh, I thought he was going to get more than that. The lings didn't respond immediately. And okay, he does have a zealot out now, but my goodness. Is the Nexus started? It does look like it started now. So, like, do you have an idea of how much damage he needs to do here, Andrew? Because I saw, I think, 4 probes go down. And the Nexus was at least delayed. Oh my goodness, it's just starting. There you go. So, like, I certainly understand. Like, I think a 9 pool without speed or a 9 pool is not a economic build. It's quite. But this is Ling, I think 7 and 8. So he spent 4 larvae. So he's basically 4 drones less than he could have. Plus the 9 pools, not really, you're kind of delaying that overlord quite a bit. Yeah, we see that probe now getting out there, scout. It looks like there's something at the 3rd, so at least the 9 pool builds I'm familiar with, that you do get the natural and the 3rd right away. Yeah. That's what I would imagine, but I don't know. I'm starting to think like it's... I mean, I'm going to be proved wrong likely because I don't understand this match, but I would put Zerg at quite a large advantage here. just because I think that Nexus was delayed so long. And I mean, Protoss do need a lot of gas, right? If you're going for Zealot legs and Corsairs. Is Zealot legs 150, 150? I can't remember. Or is it just 100, 100? But I mean that is a reasonable amount of gas, and doing that off one assimilator is going to be a little difficult. I mean, he hasn't been using gas basically at all, so he might have a bank of gas. Oh, Zealot's coming out. Okay, so he does send his second Zealot over here, but 4 Lings already to defend, so I don't know if he's going to get... Trying to connect the probe, and there's 6 Lings here. It's a lot of Lings, actually. Continuing to produce Lings. It doesn't look like these are speed. Yeah, so he did make the 3rd. And it does have a gas, so... Okay, Stargate's finally coming up. Yeah, that Zealot is just running away, so there can't be speed. I imagine the Lings could easily surround the Zealot. There comes the Citadel of Adun. So definitely persisting with this build. And, okay, has he started a lair yet? He must have, right? Because we haven't seen Ling's speed. So that lair's got to be on the way. I imagine it's getting close to being done. That Corsair starting. Because we can kind of compare the Corsair timing to the lair. It actually looks really late, right? Because in the last game, the Spire was going and the first Corsair was coming. This seems really late. And he is going straight to Templar Archives. Oh my goodness. I think we might see some DTs in this game. It would make sense to me, right? So delayed lair time. We see that Corsair already picking on 1 Overlord. He has scouted everything because they're still not Ling speed. How many gateways does he have? Is he still just on 1? Okay. So he would be limited by that. I don't think we've seen a Spire yet either. We saw the Hydralisk end, so maybe GoRush is... Yeah, there's some Hydralisk. Maybe he's planning to just... He's up to 4... Only 5 hatcheries. Lair is done. Hydralisk den is already done, so he could start something like Lurker upgrades already. And then starting to add those gateways. So I'm really interested to see if we're going to see some DT harassment, because in my mind that makes a lot of sense. And he is getting some more Overlord damage done. And it's quite an easy to harass 3rd, right? Okay, there goes down the Spire. 1 sunken up and only 1 Overlord there. And there's the Dark Templar. Oh my goodness. So what we're saying is Bisu watched this game and he's like, why don't I just do this every game? Anytime, doing it first. I mean, from here, Bisu started being super mobile with speed zealots. So we're gonna have to see. Oh my goodness, no! Is he just gonna run by? I mean, it's still slow overlords, right? Oh no! Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh, he got walled in there. I wonder if he'd been able to break through if he just focused 2 hits on the Hydralisk, right? Oh, that's so sad. And really not having many gateways. Oh, I feel like he was maybe just a little too greedy, right? Couldn't he have done so much damage at this 3rd? 1 Overlord? Hey, I like this control though. That was great control. Minimizing the damage on those Corsairs from the Hydralisk, and he does get the Overlord. I think our dreams of getting DT harassed, yeah, they're definitely gone. We see +1 weapons going up. We see a High Templar sitting there collecting energy. Or is +1 already done? +1's already done. So that's perhaps +2 going. No air weapons this game. Robotics facility. Seems pretty early actually, but maybe... Oh, no. Did that just happen? He just lose all his Corsairs. Oh. Oh, that's a scary place to be, I imagine. Oh boy. And like Lair Tech's or Spire Tech is finished. Like I feel like this makes your mid game very precarious. If he gets the, like they can have one fight and then Zerg can just decide we're gonna tech switch here. A worry, I would be worried as a Protoss player. I mean, it might not happen. GoRush might just stomp him anyways. I think GoRush's economy has, been... Aside from having to produce lings, he's taken no drone damage. I think that Dark Templar may have killed one. And again, the triple Evo chamber. Is this something that's normal? Is it just because he has 3 gas he's doing the triple Evo? That seems crazy to me, but... If there's any matchup, I mean, oh, look at that lurker count. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. So this is what his economy has really gotten him to, is this huge push out. I mean, oh, the storms need to be great here, but no. Okay, that storm was awesome. No, these High Templar are being, oh no. Losing all this High Templar there for basically just some damage. Oh my goodness. I think anytime just overextended big. I don't know. I think it's a lot easier to defend with High Templars than try to get aggressive there, and I think he just... Good storm. He's fighting here. We see those 2 observers. Target firing the... a great spread from the Zealots, actually. So that's 5 lurkers going down. And he does have a lot of gateways here. Are those goons stuck? It looks like those goons are stuck there. Yeah, now focus firing the Stargate of all things. Just gonna hope he never does a big tech switch, but I think GoRush doesn't care, right? Oh my goodness, we see the drones heading out to take expansions, and... Oh yeah, GoRush. He's got the killer instinct, right? Spreading out those lurkers. This base, can he really defend this base? Does have 2 Templars there. Do we have any storms coming down? It doesn't look like it. Oh my goodness. That's it, right? I mean, Zerg, he's only taken 1 additional base up at the 12 o'clock. So, yeah, he doesn't have anything to defend that 3rd. Ooh, yeah, some stressed out observers, audience members. Oh boy, and if he gets a contain here, that's gonna be tough. Yeah, brings the lurkers over, the base gone. Ling's just finishing up the last few things, and yeah, starting the contain. Hive is already done, which means those Lings are insanity. I mean, he's really not... I mean, is there something going up there at like the 7:30? I can't quite tell in the other main. It looks like there's something there, but... GoRush continuing to add Lings, and at this point these Lings are scary. Does anytime have High Templars? Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's gonna try just go around this containment. He gets a... Oh my goodness, look at that swarm. The lurkers burying, tunneling? What is... Oh my goodness, my brain's not working. The lurkers burrowing. Burrowing. They're burying. No, burrowing. Okay, there we go. And it just gets mopped up. No problem. Taking any time out to the trash. Does clean up. How many lurkers does he have? Just 1 left? Okay. Making a little progress, actually. I think both those forges are spinning. Oh man. Defiler mound out. Yeah. I don't think... I'm surprised that GoRush isn't expanding more. He could really have the other main, the natural. Sorry, now those defilers. I think he's morphing more lurkers up in the top right of the screen. Nice little, I mean, little value plays. Storm and then just using a Dragoon to finish up that lurker. Couple more lurkers being morphed, finishing up. Storm going down. Nice little value play. I wonder if there's some math here, like one Storm plus a Dragoon shot. Somebody run the math. What kills a lurker? Because one Storm wouldn't kill a lurker, but... Oh, and he loses that goon for a little bit of damage, but the Dark Swarm, oh my goodness. Looking for the Observer, doesn't get it. Good pullback from any time. Some more Overlords coming to the front. Still looking for that Observer. I think he's going to get it. Oh, Photon Cannon sniping that Scourge. Yeah, he's trying to get out, but oh my goodness. Oh, that was a beautiful Storm. Wow. Ha. It is. Okay, so that's really interesting to note. Yeah, anytime GG's. Ouch. A tough one. So, we saw the Lings get in the base early. We saw that Dark Templar do basically no damage. So these are a couple things that I think didn't go right for any time. Which is a little tough. Just kind of a compound of, I don't know, not necessarily errors. What would you call the Lings getting by? Did he just not bring enough probes? I mean, he did bring a lot. I wonder why those cannons were so late. Is that normal? He did scout it. So why? I think there's a mistake there. I think something went wrong. Maybe he thought the pylon was going to delay the Lings. Or maybe the pylon itself delayed his cannon. But yeah, things kind of went wrong in a multitude of ways in that game. Well, we do have our final map. Great best of 3. We get to see game 3. Fantastic. Okay, now this is the gross natural that like cannot be walled in. Ugh. I mean, I certainly can trace. There are certain things that happened last game that I felt is unusual. Like I feel like getting that many Lings in, losing that many probes, like it's just 9 pool. I understand it's not. I feel like there was, yeah, the pylon. It stopped the. I don't know. It just felt like there was too much damage happening. So it looks like he will go for that forward. I mean, we're talking last series, anytime versus GG play. How this Wallen is totally gross. And perhaps the standard is double gate. We're gonna have to see. Anytime seemed comfortable getting that Forge expand. I certainly wouldn't be, but he's much better player than I, of course. Especially when we're talking about Protoss. Just like watching these games stresses me out. Like, man, I don't want to play Protoss if you have to, your lifeline is dangling on a thread, and the Zerg player can at any time just decide to throw a knife your general direction, and if it hits the thread, you're done. So this is another 9 pool, I believe, right? Worked out for him game 2. Why not go for it again? Does it? Wait, what's going on here? This is an in-base 12 hatch? Okay, this just broke my mind. I have no idea what's going on. This is weird. Because I assumed that was a spawning pool, but it's not. It's a hatchery. So hold on. Is this like a 9 hatchery? Have we seen the second Overlord? That seems super strange, right? He must just be sitting at his base. Or maybe this was a build back then? I mean, I don't think so, right? This is what I'm seeing. What I'm seeing is a 9 hatchery, a 9 pool, and then a 9 third hatch. But there's got to be another overlord somewhere, right? I probably sound like a fool. That's okay. I'm trying to learn. Okay, gas now going down. Yeah, I just have to be wrong. The second overlord has to be there somewhere. I'm just blind. Blame the video quality. Yeah, this is probably completely standard. Everyone's like, dude, it's just a, 12 hatch, 11 pool into another hatch. Okay. So let's call it standard. I mean, the in-base hatch is maybe not optimal, but kind of assuming he won't be able to get the hatch up at his natural if there's a probe. Only 4 lings being made at this point, and yeah, we do see him collecting gas. First zealot is running across the map. Oh, Andro, I sent in my first video for StarCast TV today, so we'll see if they upload it. See if it makes the cut. That'll be cool. Terran versus Protoss between a couple Koreans. Okay, so he's added a couple more lings. What is that? It must be a Hydralisk Den, right? He dropped something in his main. Cybernetics core done? Is this going to be a Stargate? Yeah, okay. So both players kind of, I mean, aside from the in-base hatch, both players getting to do exactly what they want. And yeah, the Hydralisk Den coming down again. So it looks like GoRush kind of prefers this style over some kind of Spire, some kind of Mutaplay. And I mean, that makes sense. Mutalisk is kind of one of those things that can work really well or not work at all. So you're kind of, I wouldn't necessarily taking a risk, but increasing the variance in the game. Whereas I think Hydralisk kind of, you're reducing variance. It's more of solid play. No speedlings yet. So he did spend some gas on that Hydralisk Den and now dropping the Spire. So we're going to end up in the same place as kind of modern ZVP, but just in a little bit different order. And I mean, you can't really drop your third hatchery at a third base unless you're going for that 9 o'clock base? No, that's just too hard to defend against Zealots. I mean, this seems like a Protoss map. And so, if any time wins, I mean, excluding the early game, this seems like a Protoss map. And we've gotten past the early game, and look at how many, oh my goodness. Yeah, and again, we see this poke that happened in the previous series of GG Play. That Hydralisk can kind of reach around and kill that Forge, but it looks like Anytime's actually warping in more cannons. And I think that cannon is defending the Forge. So, unlike, I think he's learned a little bit from his games against GG Play. We're seeing a little bit different cannon placement, and even, I think this is more cannons. I guess in the GG Play series, GG Play just ran in with a couple lings and killed one of the cannons, but this does seem like a lot of cannons. I'm not gonna lie. Is this a 2-base all-in from GoRush? Like, it wouldn't be a 2-base all-in because he added the Spire, right? Is he just trying to set up a contain here? He did get the Hydralisk Den early, so he could perhaps get the Lurker upgrade faster if he wants it. Now, Lurkers seem strong on this map. I think this is certainly something Zerg players would be thinking about a lot. Okay, we see that Overlord getting picked off at the top right, and it looks like, yeah, he's trying, but just good cannon placement. I mean, when you have that many cannons, it's hard not to place them wrong, but we do see Mutalisk coming out for GoRush, and this is bad news. Is that only one Corsair? Did he get any with the Scourge yet? I think he's only got one Corsair. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the Scourge just poking back. He's not mining from his natural now. Oh my goodness, this is annoying. Okay, there's a couple more Corsairs. He does have 3. Scourge coming in, getting a connect. So 1 Corsair weakened. Losing his shields, a bit of haul damage. What is me making in all these eggs? He's not taking a 3rd. I think he's all in. Is this true? I think he's all in here. Oh my goodness. So coming along the left side, going to focus these cannons that are slightly, like you really want to kind of hit the edge of the line, and he gets 2 down. Now he's going to be able to take out that forge. I wonder if +1 is already done though. It looks like +1. Excuse the dog for a second here. There we go. Hydralisk down. Or Hydralisk taking down the forge. Awesome. But I mean, GoRush hasn't taken another base, and that's a scary place to be in my opinion. I mean, we just see more cannons being added. Oh my goodness. I think this game is going to end either way pretty quickly, right? Oh boy. Oh yes. The fans are stressed out just like me. It's all coming to a head here. The Templar Archives only... Oh my goodness, look at this crowd. Oh, sorry. We have to jump over to part 2. Right, this video is split into 2 parts. Let me pull up part 2. Okay, here's part 2. Sorry. I was like, why are they showing the crowd in the middle of the match? Did the game end? Oh no, it's just part 2. Hi, Mutalisk getting into the probe count again, getting quite a few kills. Great Mutalisk control actually. We saw GG play sort of struggling a bit, but GoRush certainly getting on board with that Mutalisk. Oh my goodness, look at how many Zealots are here. I mean, and yeah, GoRush, he's just making units here. That's it. That's it. No 3rd. Yeah, I think the Corsair's running around trying to figure out, like, is this what's going on? And I think he's right. He does have a lot of Zealots. Now he's going to get a couple Overlords, but here we go. The Hydralisk diving in. Oh my goodness. So many Hydralisks. 3 cannons down already. No splash damage from any time. He does have a lot of Zealots, though. How many cannons left? 5 cannons. A lot of Zealots, but GoRush still going for it. Another cannon goes down. These Zealots running in from the... Oh my goodness, is he going to hold? Okay, still about a dozen Hydralisks. Oh boy, High Templar out now. 2 High Templars. Oh, does snipe 1, so that's great from GoRush, but oh my goodness, I don't think he's got it. I think Anytime's got it. This is amazing. Just making more cannons. It's amazing. He's just sitting on those 5 Corsairs. Zealots poking forward. Oh yeah, look at the fans are getting excited. I think GoRush. Oh no. He tried, he really did. And now Anytime's ready to move out. Great first storm, second storm. 4 Hydralisks going down immediately. Look at this. Zealots getting on top of the Hydralisk. There's more Zealots than Hydralisks now. Oh, yes, the crowd. The crowd. Okay, all these Overlords are dead, but... I mean, I think GoRush has supply to spare. These hit... Oh, first Archon morph now. He's got nothing to fall back on. No 3rd. He was all in. Oh, man. Anytime's just going to walk over to the base and trying to take this high ground. I mean, good stand, but yeah, trickling 1 Zealot in at a time is enough. Oh, man. Just every Overlord dying now, trying to get up a Sunken Colony, but the Zealots surround it immediately, forcing the cancel, if he even got the cancel, I'm not sure. Now the Zealots are in the main. Oh no, GoRush stoic, but he doesn't have a place to run those drones. Run them to the main, there's Zealots there, run them out, there's no base. Oh, and that's... Oh my goodness. And GoRush just in shock here. Finally, the GG. Oh my goodness, look at that crowd. That must be Anytime's mom and dad. They kept zooming in on them. They were stressed. He takes it. Oh, Anytime. Moving up to the round of 4. Right on. That's exciting. I wonder who he's going to play in the round of 4. Well, let's quickly check what tomorrow is. We got 2 more games for the round of 4. We've got tomorrow's Good Friend versus Rock. We watched Good Friend. Looked super solid. He seems like just one of the good, solid Terran players right now. And then Thursday, we got Nada versus Zergman, a TVZ. So a couple good Terrans to watch the next couple games, next couple days. I think Rock is Protoss, so I think that's Terran versus Protoss. We didn't watch him in the first round, in the round of 16. No, round of 16 because it's round of 8. And then round of 4 starts on Friday. Right on. So we're definitely seeing Anytime. So I wonder, I can't quite remember the bracket here. I'm not sure if my order's the same as the bracket, but we could potentially see Anytime, Good Friend, maybe even Anytime Nada. Oh man, that'd be exciting. Well, anyways, that's it for me today. I'll see you all tomorrow for Good Friend versus Rock. Have yourself an excellent evening.